I'm now moved to Andorra, staying in the town of Canillo. The road we're on now is like a major route that goes through the entire small country, joining up all the ski resorts. And the route I'm going on today is avoiding as much as possible this road. So it's going to be hilly. And here's the first cold ordeal. So I'm doing what I did on Alpe d'Huez a few days ago. Starting off without warming up on a hill. I'll never learn. But this road is significantly quieter than the major route down below. So we're just over a mile in. This climb's 5.5 miles, as you can see up ahead. Got a bit to go yet. 4 climbs in all, and 3 of them are 5 to 6 miles. We may only do 3 because the third one on the other side does look like it's under cloud at the moment. Just a few days ago, the stage 3 of the Vuelta a España came up this very road. And over there on the left, where the cloud is where that third climb goes. Down there is the main road that we're on before we turned up to start the climb. Just had another one speed past me. I have to say, although the Vuelta a España is going on, professional teams have far more riders than are in that. And there's quite a few that base themselves in Andorra. So he certainly looked like it was a professional when he came past me there. He wasn't even trying. So 2 miles to go. That's 3.5 done. And it is amazing actually how different it feels doing this once you're warmed up. Seriously, don't ever, if you can help it, do what I did and start to climb like this without warming up, because it's night and day when you compare how much harder it was at the start compared to what it is now.
It wasn't until I looked at my drone footage later I noticed this here, the second longest Tibetan bridge in the world. If you're doing this climb on your bike, I urge you to take a little diversion up this path, and my son and I visited it a couple of days later. Opened in 2022, it's completely sturdy and doesn't move at all when you're walking over it, in spite of it being 603 metres long and almost 160 metres above the valley floor. Obviously, you need a head for heights, but if you do, it really is a worthwhile diversion from your bike ride. And at 1 metre wide, there's plenty of room to pass people coming the other way. And believe me, it really doesn't move an inch.
And that will be the barrier, I guess, that they put down when the road is not passable because of snow. Now there's a view to die for. Wow. It certainly makes you appreciate what you've done when you can actually see where you came from. This climb has 2 peaks, so I just stopped for that marvellous view. And now we've actually got a little bit of downhill before it then starts climbing again to the very top. That was useful. That Spanish chap there, we were able to do each other a favour with our trophy photographs. Didn't actually realise that this is 2,000 feet up. So yeah, it's quite a high climb. And you can see some of the Ordino and Arcale ski slopes over there in the distance. When you come up to heights like this, it's hard work when you're pedalling away up the hill, sweating, but you soon cool down when you get to the top, and then the rush of air on the descent, you definitely need an extra layer, a windproof layer. Ready to roll. A great descent, there's no traffic at all. Fantastic. Woohoo! Oh, wow. Practicing for the ski season. Never seen that before. Hey, view, view, view. I guess that must be Ordino. Always try, if it's not putting you out, to let them pass. Civilization. Finally some flat road. Welcome to Ordino. And so we climb again. Steep, steep, steep. Steep start out of the town. Cortals Vexalis is the climb we're going over. It takes us on this quite a road off the main track here on the left. Miles done, and it's been pretty relentless, most of it around 9–10%. Feels tougher than the other climb. There's a downhill one on the left and an uphill one on the right. And sadly, we're going up. As somebody once said, the only way's up. Oh God. Oh wow. I'm glad I'm not taking out the inside. Well, that last section, it seemed ages. It was probably just half a mile, 3/4 of a mile. It was purgatory. Oh, it's eased off a bit now. And according to the gradient map on Climb Pro, I think that was the hardest section. Absolutely swarmed by flies all over the camera. Go away. It's less than a mile to go. These flies are still persistent. They're not making it a pleasant climb. Go away. I think the flies are being attracted by remnants of my gel that I've transferred onto my gloves and then onto my camera from pressing buttons. And look what I found. The way to picnic, top of a mountain with your gazebo. Fair play. That's the trophy photograph done. The plan now is to enjoy this descent down to end camp and find somewhere for a bite to eat. And finally, apart from that one, which hitched in the lift, we say goodbye to the flies. The other big climb I was going to do today, but I've kind of decided not to. These two are enough. Basically, that's the start of it there. Going through the buildings and starting to snake up the mountain. And you can just see the line of the cable car going through the trees just to the left of where the road is snaking. And that road is a dead end, basically. It takes you up to the end of the mid station of the cable car. Bloody hell. I don't suppose you get any double-decker buses coming up here. What an absolutely beautiful windy little road this is. Wow, traffic. You really wouldn't want to be having a problem with your brakes coming down here, because you're almost on them constantly. Just one little hairpin turn after another. Fun though, what a fun little road. I'm glad I'm going down it rather than up it. And I think here we are, we're in camp. And it's worth pointing out, although I'm not doing that big climb, there's a few miles to get back home and it's all uphill. So I still haven't got away with it completely. Well, that was a very reasonably priced meal. Very welcome. I now definitely have too much food in my belly to do that third long climb, so I'm just going to take the climb up the main route back to Canio, to the campsite. Turning right here would have been where we were going if we'd done that big climb. That's the cable car on the left. Quite happy to be going back to the van. Enough climbing for one day. I have to say, although it's not a segregated cycle lane, it's a nice, generous, wide lane, and I don't feel remotely in danger from the vehicle, so that's good. Bits of this are as hard as any of the climbs we've done today, right now. Wow. This is seriously hard, particularly after a rest and a big lunch. That's welcome to see. Up there on the left is the road that we went up at the start.
Thanks for watching my final 2 practice climbs for my attempt on Mt Ventoux on my France end-to-end challenge, plus a look at the fantastic Tibetan Bridge here in Andorra. Why not take a look at my website and cycling blog on obbcycling.com and subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the yellow icon. And here's a couple of videos that you can find on there to get you started. Happy cycling, goodbye from Andorra, and I'll see you soon.